The views and opinions expressed in this content are that of a continuously evolving nature and are subject to change as humanity evolves into higher states of awareness.
Tonight I'm off out on a walk. I'm totally sober, haven't took any weed, anything like that. I'm going to see what the universe shows us. I'm going to try and see the beauty in everything and show you guys the beauty in everything and the diamonds that are in the dirt, which a lot of people don't even realise. So let's see what happens tonight, guys. Okay, so I've got my coffee, guys, I've got my coat on, I've got the road ahead. When I come out, I like to go to places that are a little bit like rough around the edges, so to speak, because these places have more character and more things going on. And this is what I do for entertainment. I'll just come out when it's dark, just for a walk, wait and see what the universe shows us, look at everything in a new light, from new consciousness, from new eyes, because as you increase your levels of awareness, you start to see things differently. So yeah, let's see what happens tonight, guys. In case you're wondering what happened there, I saw a brick on the ground, okay? And when you reach a certain level of awareness, you see little things and you see the possible outcomes that that little thing could cause. So if I ever see like a brick on the road, I'll literally pick it up and I'll put it somewhere safe, just in case something bad was to happen with that brick, you see? So you never know what the consequences of leaving things like that on the ground could cause. As you can see, the moon looks beautiful tonight amongst those clouds, and you can see the aura of the moon, which is like a beautiful reddish yellow tint. So just to give you an idea of what these areas are like, this is what's left of a payphone. So somebody who hasn't got the mobile phone is pretty much screwed. And one thing you'll realise when you advance in your levels of awareness, you don't necessarily come across these things as much, okay, unless you're like me and you come out looking for things. But many people don't do that, okay? Many people don't go out and explore like they did when they were children, and that's one of the things that I like doing now. I never used to like doing that when I had an ego, but now I love going out exploring. I see all the different facets of life, and what's interesting about this is all those people who are on a low vibrational frequency or a lower level of awareness don't even come into your awareness anymore, okay? It's as if they're invisible and you're invisible to them. And even looking at things like litter on the ground can be beautiful as well. Look at how the light's reflecting off this sign here and projecting the letters on the ground that appear like light, just shining and disappearing. That's magical. Okay, so look at that. This is a signal, like a display outside of a garage, displaying the time and the temperature, and possibly the date. I'm not sure. I'll try and focus in on this. There we go. Now this camera is automatically adjusting, so that's the time. And in a moment it should show the temperature, which is about 4 degrees, 4.8 degrees. So the matrix is now putting things right in front of us now. This is right in the middle of the pavement, and this is beautiful. It's a branch with its leaves still attached. Now this time of year in England, very rarely you see trees with leaves. This still has its leaves, and it's just right here being put right in the middle of the pavement, probably just so we can look at this now and just see the beauty in it. Because you have to remember, beauty is everywhere. You've just got to see it. Beauty really is in the eye of the beholder. This reminds us of one of the old seance tables they used to use back in the day. So here's a crushed can of Dr. Pepper, which looks absolutely beautiful in the light. It's like literally like a work of art. And there's traffic going past here, and if they see me doing this, they'll probably think I've escaped from some asylum or something like that. But I don't care. You can even see the beauty in barbed wire, which was probably created to hurt people. But it just goes to show there's two sides to every coin. Wherever there's a negative, there's always a positive. It just depends on your outlook on what that is. Everything has its place. Even the mold on this tree is beautiful in its own right, because it's here for a reason. Mold has provided us with many positive things for the human race. I think penicillin's one of them. And it might affect this tree in a bad way, but this tree is probably here to sacrifice itself for the greater good of humanity, which is what a lot of us here on Earth are doing today. We're being called strange. We basically kind of sacrificing ourselves for the greater good of humanity, because we're trying to help humanity grow and evolve into more advanced awareness, which will be overall better for the human race. Even this ivy plant growing up this tree looks beautiful to the human eye, but it's probably killing the tree. So again, there's a positive side and a negative side to everything, and everything seems to be working in divine order. And when you start seeing it like this way, everything becomes more and more beautiful the more you observe it. And the more you unlock these abilities within yourself. And that's what a lot of spiritual people mean when they talk about working with the light energy. It's love and it's appreciation. And you cannot love and appreciate much in life if you don't love and appreciate the present moment and the little things in life, like litter on the ground. It's these little things that make this reality beautiful. And once you look after the little things and you appreciate them, the big things look after themselves, because you're working in divine order. It's opening up the gates to allow everything that you wish to flow into your life. Everything you want will flow into your life once you let these little things that a lot of people class as nothing or uninteresting. Once you allow these things to be interesting and feel that love for them, and that opens up the floodgates in your heart and in your consciousness to allow everything else to flow to you in divine order. This is why a lot of the law of attraction teachers talk about this. So you need to focus on the positive, and a lot of people try to do that, and they try and be passionate about life, but if it's not coming from the soul, it's not going to work, you see. And what a lot of people forget is you've got to be passionate about being passionate. So you've got to be passionate about being passionate, otherwise you'll fail at being passionate. You can't just try and be passionate if it's not real. As you increase your levels of awareness, your doors of perception open and you start to see things for how they really are. Because when we go to school, we kind of programmed with what's good and what's bad. Oh, dropping it is bad, this is scruffy, that's nice, flowers are pretty, trash is ugly. And as you increase your levels of awareness, all these perceptions, you start to realize that they're not even true, okay? Because anything can be beautiful. This is why there's beauty on your doorstep everywhere you look, if you choose to perceive it that way. So you don't necessarily need to go thousands of miles to the Bahamas or tropical islands just to see beauty. Yes, it is good to do that because that is very beautiful as well, but everything can be beautiful, and the more you increase your levels of awareness, the more you see that everything's beautiful, and then it doesn't matter how many people call you crazy, okay, because you don't care, because the joy of seeing everything as beautiful kind of outweighs the displeasure of people thinking you're crazy, so you don't really care anymore. And that's what happens when you increase your levels of awareness. Right, so it's starting to rain now. I've got my favourite crisps. I'm just heading up this hill, which is a nice hill I like to go on, where there's a nice seat where you can overlook the sea. And I'm going to try and catch the moon reflecting off the sea, because when you catch it like that, it looks absolutely beautiful. Sometimes I do this, I just buy my favourite food and I just sit and eat it and just enjoy the view, because life's for living. So hopefully when we get up there, we'll get a good view. So I'll see you guys shortly. moon's just come out from behind the cloud, and as I thought, it looks absolutely beautiful. That's the sea you can see over there. Those lights are actually ships out at sea. Although that black line looks like a pier, it's actually not. It's actually the shadow from the cloud. So this is our matrix, guys. This is reality. The reason I make videos like this is to try and show people the beauty in the world, because at times like this, when things are very hard, a lot of people forget how beautiful the world is, and they kind of focus on the negative instead of the positive. But as you can see, if you focus your mind on the positive and you see things from a higher level of awareness, everything's beautiful, and you can still enjoy life, sometimes enjoy life even more than what you would without a pandemic like this. Because it opens things up to you, it opens new possibilities, you see things from a whole new light, you slow down, you stop what you're doing. The world was going crazy, it was going way too fast, and yeah, people need to see things from a new light in order to excel and increase the levels of awareness. And this happens with time, and this will happen to everyone eventually, whether you think I'm weird or not. So yeah, so what do you think of that, guys? I'm glad you could join us tonight, and I hope you enjoyed coming on a walk with us and seeing what it's like for me on a night, what I do for my entertainment. And please leave a comment, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next video.